Hey guys, I was just going to cut some more of those pieces out for the shock towers, and I was going to use my plasma cutter. I saw Greg using his the other day, and I just thought I'd give you a little video of me using mine. So here we go. Okay, looks like I missed a couple spots. Sorry about that, about all the noise and everything. I've used mine a couple of times. I'm not real good at it yet. I'm still kind of shaky with the hands and stuff. But it goes through, and it's so much faster than using the chop saw or any of the other stuff. It's just a lot better, I seem to think, working on the sheet metal. You can't beat it for cutting stuff. You can use a portaband, bandsaw, torch. This thing doesn't use any fuel. All it uses is air and electricity. I can't see how you could go wrong with getting one. I'd like to have a nice one like Greg got, but unfortunately I couldn't afford that, so I got one off of eBay. It works for what I've got to use it for. I wouldn't depend on it for everyday use or anything. I'd probably go ahead and budget the money somewhere to get a more reliable unit. But it goes through this 1/8" plate. I mean, you saw, of course, I'm kind of shaky. Like I said, I haven't had a lot of practice with it, but I don't think you could beat it as far as a handy-dandy tool to help speed up fabrication. So I'm going to go ahead and finish cutting these out a little bit more, and then I'll turn you back on shortly. Okay, I'm back. I've got those plates cut out, and I've got them shaped to where they fit in there pretty well. And I'm going to take my drill and a wire brush and finish cleaning the inside of the shock towers out, so that way everything is clean. And then I'm going to put some rust proofing primer, well through primer inside where I'm going to be putting these plates, So that way, once I get them welded in there, and you really can't get back to them again, I don't have to worry about rust or dirt or anything getting in there. I'm going to leave a couple of drain holes so any water that happens to get underneath them can drain out. And whenever I wash the vehicle in the future, I'll just pay special attention to those to make sure that I wash them real well and that they're not stopped up. So with that, I'm going to put this down and focus you in on the shock towers and go ahead and clean the rust out, and I'll let you watch. The thing that I like about using this drill with the brushes and the bits and stuff, the different brushes you can get, which go into this with the little hex shank. You can choose all different sizes, small ones, mediums, large ones, even this one, which is real good for getting in corners. It really helps you to get down inside of those tight areas to get that rust and stuff out. Media blasting is another option. I've got one of those as well. That just creates such a mess though, and it's oftentimes difficult to set up because you have to worry about moisture and stuff in your media inside of it. So unless I'm doing a real big area or I've got a lot of time outside, when I'm inside the garage, I generally go back to this. Another thing I like about it is you can reverse the drill to where the brush actually spins the opposite direction from the way it's going, and it actually almost starts cutting better, but I guess because of the way the brushes wear, going one direction, once you reverse it, that actually pushes those bristles in the opposite way, and they actually cut a lot better, so you can cut for one direction for a while and then reverse it, and it's almost like a new brush again. I've used some of these for several hours. Of course, the one thing with this, as I'm sure some of you probably figured out, they do shed wires, and you do want to have a face shield to cover your face, not just safety glasses. Before, when I started using this, I just had safety glasses, and I couldn't tell you how many times I got hit in the face with pieces of wire, and I actually had to pull one or two of them out of my skin and out of my shirt. That's one reason that I wear like a protective welding jacket. It's a little warm, but it also keeps that stuff from sticking to me, so that way when I go to the house at the evening after I leave the garage, I don't have to worry about those wires being stuck in my clothes and take them to the house with me. So I'm going to go ahead and put this one small one in here so I can get in the corner, and I'll go back to it and get it bound out. Okay, enough of that for the moment. I'm going to pause it for a few minutes, and when I get the plates set in there and ready to weld them, I'll turn you back on. Hey, I'm back. While I'm waiting for the primer to dry on the inner fender wells there and on the patch pounds and stuff I made. I thought I'd just catch you guys up on what's been going on. Not been working on the car a whole lot lately, but I did have a special treat last night. I've been trying to get a hold of Tommy Shoe to talk to him on the phone, and he called me last night, and he and I had a real good talk last night for an hour and a half. And I tell you what, they don't come any nicer than he is. He's a fine guy. We talked about a lot of different things on the phone, and I thoroughly enjoyed getting a chance to talk to him. I'd kind of like to talk to some of the rest of you folks too. BW Darren, Jeff, James Freddy, Greg Porter, any of you guys. I'd just kind of like to have a chance to talk to you and, you know, see your background and get a chance to know you all a little bit better too. I feel like I know you all a little bit from watching your videos, but I also understand that, you know, that's just a small part of our lives, even though we try to expand it and show each other, you know, different aspects like the brown dog with the cows at the country down there with Darren, some of the stuff Jeff does driving down the interstate talking to us about things that's going on in his life and so on. But if you guys have a chance and you want to private message me, I'll give you my phone number. I'd like to talk to you at your convenience. But I really had a great time talking to Tommy Shoe last night. So the Happy Train made a stop in Tennessee, and it was awesome. Like I said, you can't ask for a finer group of guys than the ones that I've been watching their videos and corresponding through private messages, and then lucky enough, like I said, to talk to Tommy last night. This really has affected me in a positive manner because, you know, for so long I've of course talked to my family and friends, but I didn't realize, like a lot of you guys did, that there's such fine people out there, and it's really a privilege to get to talk to y'all and correspond and watch your videos. So with that, I'll get off here and quit boring you, and as soon as some of this stuff gets dry, I can actually get back to doing something constructive. I'll go ahead and flip the video camera back on. But until then, see you guys later. And Tommy, peace.